Hi, and welcome back to my channel. So, on the homestead, we've got a fish pond, and we've had a real weed problem with it this spring. We've got two things in it. One is called bladderwort, which is kind of a floating, believe it or not, it's a carnivore. It eats little insects from the bladders, and it's a long story, but regardless, it's a pain. It's kind of a seaweed kind of a thing, kind of real viney and feathery, and it floats. And I was able to get most of that off the pond with a rake I made. I just used a garden rake and ran a piece of PVC pipe through a pool noodle, and then drilled through that and put pieces of heavy wire through it as spikes, and zip tied that whole assembly to the garden rake and threw it out and drug the pond with it, and it got rid of about 75% of the bladderwort. But there's also grass of some kind. I didn't identify it, but it is rooted into the bottom. And I pulled what I could reach from the kayak and everything, but there's a lot of it in there. And I thought, boy, the perfect answer, you'll see all over YouTube, people use a product called a weed raiser, I believe is what it's called. And I looked on Amazon, it's 181 bucks. I'm a cheapskate. I'm gonna make one. And I just came from Menards and got all the parts to do it for under 30 bucks. The bill was like $28.95, and there's $2 worth of toilet bowl cleaner on there for the wife. So it was like 26 bucks for everything to make the weed raiser. Now this thing is probably patented, so I couldn't make these to sell them, but I can make one for my own use, and they can't stop that. So I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna make it. Here we go, stay with me. Alright, so we're going to start out by cutting two 2-foot sections of PVC. I bought a 10-footer. I probably need about 8 feet. I was going to buy 2 5s just to make it easier to haul. A 5-footer was 40 cents less than a 10-footer, so I bought a 10-footer. Anyway, I happen to have a PVC cutter here, but you can cut this with a handsaw, hacksaw, whatever. But anyway, so we need two 2-foot pieces. Stay with me. Okay, so there's the two 2-foot pieces, and I used an old level there as a straight edge and a Sharpie, and drew a line down each one. Now we're gonna cut that with a utility knife. I hope that works. I could use like a Dremel, but I don't want a wide saw curve. I want to try to make as fine of a slit as I can. So I'm hoping a utility knife will do it. We'll see here in a second. Okay, that did work. It took about 6 passes with the utility knife, and it split the whole length. So we got to do the other one. I'll be back. Okay, so then I bought 2 10-packs of these single edge razor blades. And the idea is to slide them into the pipe like that down the slit. So I'm going to put some in here, and then I'll be right back. Alright, so I also bought a piece of this aluminum channel. I stood there at the rack at Menards trying to figure out what would work. This takes up space so the razor blades can't go in, if you follow me. Goes against the back of them. So also, full disclosure, I screwed up. I know that's hard to believe. It is for me. I should have bought 3 packs of razor blades. I was thinking for some reason they were 2 inches long, and they're not. They're 1.5 inches long. luckily, I had a few in the shop. So I'll have enough to do this, to finish it, and we'll be okay. But you'll need 3 packs. They were $1.50 a pack, something like that. Let's see. Single edge razor blades, $1.98. So it would have been $2 more. We're still under 30 bucks if I had bought those. So anyway, I'm going to get back at it and I'll show you my progress here in a minute. Okay, so there's the head done. And I didn't mention before, when I put those aluminum channels in there to hold the blades in, that also gives a little bit of weight to sink. And then, as an afterthought, I got to make the handle yet, and I think I'm going to stick a piece of rebar in there, just like 3/8 rebar, just to give it a little bit of weight to sink. And I happen to have a piece of that. I'll be back. So it actually really worked well. You can see in the pictures the grass floating on the surface that it cut off. So I'll rake those out of there and we'll be good. Hey, thanks for watching the video. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe and hit the notification bell. Hopefully you'll come back for more homestead videos. I'll see you next video.